Welcome, my friends, to a new interview from Cuentame, USA, with Moncho Camaro. Today, I'm speaking with Sierra. She's the lead singer of a band. They said it's a local band. I think it's a national band.
Okay, we'll go with
Yeah,
that. That's true.
it's called Bad Guru. She's the lead singer, and it's the band is from at least I think it's from Atlanta or the surrounding areas in
Yeah, that's right.
Georgia. Georgia,
Yes.
beautiful state.
Peaches.
Peaches and I don't know about the cream, but they got the peaches.
Hey, we have it all. We have the
They-
hospitality to get you what you need if you want cream with your peaches.
All right. So we got her on the Zoom call, and we're gonna talk about their well, we'll talk about so many things, but we're gonna talk about their latest album is called Love and Fear Me. It came out in June, I believe. Yeah, I think it was June. That's when
Right.
I listened to.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
right. It
right.
was June. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
Well,
it wasn't. It wasn't at all, actually.
yeah. So I listened to the album many times, and
Yay.
it was a good album, I believe. I suggest my viewers to take a look at it. We're gonna talk about it a little bit also, and so other things. So I believe you guys are I guess a quintet. You're five members of the band, right? You got two
Yeah,
guitars, one bass, and the drums, and you. Is that
that's
right?
right.
Yeah.
You
So we
got
got
it.
we got I don't know. I think Joey is one of the guitar
Mhm.
players. Ethan is the other guitar. Blake Powell
Yeah,
is the
Ethan,
bass,
Joey, Blake,
and
Quinn
Quint.
on the drums, and Sierra on the Vox.
Yeah. So they're doing a great job. Uh, so tell me about your band because I'm gonna tell the truth. I only got in touch with these people not that long ago, and I listened to the album maybe 3 months ago. I said,
Mhm.
who these? I couldn't tell. Where are they from? I picked them up somewhere. I don't know. So
Yeah. How did you find us, do you
I
think?
think it was. I think it was. I think it was YouTube no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, Instagram. I
That
think
sounds right.
Instagram. I think Instagram. I saw one of those previews, so I don't know what I saw from them. And I listen to something, I click. If it's good, like everybody else. Maybe I'll stop and take a look and see who they are. If now I jump to the next thing, I'm like, so
Well,
it's
we
just.
appreciate you listening to our music and inviting us on for a podcast.
Yeah, it was a good band because I enjoyed their music. So tell me, does this band became what it is in when? Before the pandemic in 2019?
Yeah, yeah, it was right before the pandemic for sure. We got back together. Some of us had played together in college for about a year, and then
Hmm.
after graduation, everything moving, we came back together, and we had nothing better to do, obviously, during the pandemic. So we made a little album, and yeah, the rest was history.
Hmm. You seem to me like a family of good friends, for what I'm seeing.
Yes,
You got a
definitely the kind that fights and loves each other.
right. Like good, they're a good family after all.
Yeah.
You still have the original members, right, Sierra? There were no lineup changes since you started, or there was?
Depends on like who you Yeah, I mean for Bad Guru it's always been the same members from the start for sure.
Hmm. So, you started as a cover band, is that right? You
Hmm.
making covers of your heroes, music,
Yeah.
all those
Yeah.
bands like from your era, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, 90s. I mean, that's my favorite
Yeah,
thing to cover most times.
right. Uh, so how were well, I was gonna ask the other members, but I'll ask you. You're probably gonna tell me what kind, what, where, how were you like a teenager? Uh, How do you describe yourself as a
As a
teenager? Were you like a little like a troublemaker in school, or a little defiant or rebellious, or more like easygoing? You didn't care much, you got along with everybody.
as a teenager, I think to my private Christian school, I was probably a rebel to them.
Hmm.
Or a bit of a troublemaker in comparison to my peers, but compared to probably the rest of the world, I was probably just doing just fine and not so bad at all. So I guess it's who
Hmm.
you ask about my, if you ask my mom, she might say something different too. She'd probably say more of the troublemaker, but I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I was definitely divergent from my
Right.
peers, I would say.
Hmm. So did you grow up in a musical family? Were there instruments, a piano, guitars in the house, or the family was listening to a lot of music, or?
Yeah, we listen to music constantly. I mean, I come from a family of singers, so
Hmm.
our family gatherings usually end in the basement harmonizing if we're lucky, doing it well. So
Right.
I mean, I think yeah, that gets into your blood and then you're inspired by music and then it just progresses from there. I know my band members, they've been playing instruments since they
Hmm.
were little too.
Hmm. Did any of the members go to any class? Did they have any classical training, or did they, I guess, the music conservatory, or they took guitar lessons, or how did it?
Yeah, we've all taken lessons, or we probably still need to for sure. But we actually met in a guitar class in college, so
Oh,
uh,
okay. Hmm.
that's kind of how it all started. At least the bad guru part.
Hmm. And you are all from the Atlanta metropolitan area? Are you from all the same area?
Yeah, we're about from the same area for sure. Yeah.
Hmm. That's that's cool. I when I was gonna ask you, who's the songwriter, the lyric writer of the band? Are you the only one, or is there any, I mean, collaboration between the others also?
There's collaboration for sure. There is. I write almost all of the lyrics, but I'll take a suggestion every now and then if they're lucky.
Hmm. Yeah. The whole band draws from many musical instruments because I listened to the albums both, and the sound is very well. First of all, it's very guitar driven. I think it's a lot of guitar, very heavy, sometimes progressive, sometimes I don't know. It's classic rock.
Mhm.
I see some influences also, I mean, modern, but also sounds sometimes like I'm listening to a band from the 70s. I don't know.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we love
so
that.
so there's something of everything in there. I enjoy you really have a great voice, great singing
Thank you.
voice. So it's I enjoy the listening to the heavy parts, the heavy drumming, and all those even metal influences I see a little bit. I don't know, maybe Steve Wilson, or I don't know, Porcupine Tree, or Rush, or I don't know. It's so many, so much stuff going on with their
Yeah.
music, right? It's a big
Yeah, we have
mixture.
lots of different,
Yeah.
people, we all like different things. So I'm sure there's layers of funk and heavy metal and classic rock and 70s for sure, because I love I mean, each of us loves one of those a whole lot. So maybe we can
Mm,
incorporate a little bit of the electronic in the future. I think
right.
that's our next little thing to dabble in.
Okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, I really enjoy yeah, it seems like the band is it's very modern, but it doesn't break away from the past also, They got their things going on. So
I'm heavily influenced by 90s even still, so I would say
yeah.
yes.
Are you more influenced by male vocalists or female, Sierra?
Um, Stevie Nicks is
Hmm.
my favorite lyricist, I guess, and vocalist. So, but I also love, 90s things like Red Hot Chili Peppers. Please don't get canceled. Um, so I mean he's been a great influencer of mine. So I would say probably more vocals from females would inspire
Okay.
me because you can kind of see yourself in them a little bit more.
Okay. Hmm. So, like probably a lot of people, they ask them the same question, but I have to because for me, when the name Bad Guru is, when I read the name and like, does it have to do with any Indian culture or religious connotation? I don't know what it was. Or Buddhism, who knows what it is? But you're gonna have to tell me who came up with the name.
I think I did.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
was in a plane reading a book by Guru. who is, of course, a real guru. And we were thinking of names at the time. We had thrown a lot of things
Hmm.
around and hadn't settled on anything. So I think that started to bubble the name. And I was like, not a sad guru. We're not sad. We're bad. And also, I'm a therapist during the day and then by night, a rock star, of course.
Oh,
So,
you are a mental therapist, right?
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter is also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she has a practice. Yeah,
Oh, awesome.
yeah, she's in Jersey also. I mean,
Oh,
I am in Jersey, she's in Jersey. I know you're not in Jersey, but yeah, she has.
that's cool. I like that. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
great job.
Yeah, she really enjoys it. So, but I don't want to talk about, she wants to ask, she has too many questions regarding my temperament and stuff. I say, okay,
Oh,
let's keep it away
yeah.
from that.
Constantly
Yeah,
analyze.
analyzing is too much for me. You know.
Everybody's a little unsettled by
Yeah,
streets.
yeah. You're too close to the family, so no. Anyway, so uh, all the band members agree with the idea, with the recommendation to name it Bad Guru. They didn't have any other names for you to choose from. It was like, nah, you guys, this is what I want, and that's it.
I think I when I thought about it, I was like, this is it. And then I dropped it and I was like, everybody's gonna love it. And then a few people were like, oh yeah, that's bad. Like I love that. And then other few people were like, I don't know, but they let it sit on them. And then I probably pressured them and I was like, no, it really feels right. Go with it. And then I think we all love it now for sure.
Yeah, there's not too many bands that I know of called Bad Guru. I don't know any. That's a good thing.
Yes, good.
That's a good thing. Yes,
Nobody get any ideas.
no, no, no. Maybe Guru Bad will be the next one.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Guru bad boy.
Yeah. Oh boy. So let's. Which part of creating music excites you the most, Sierra? Just writing, or when you
Performing.
put performing? That's what everybody says. They love performing, being live. It's that,
Yeah,
right?
have you performed? Do you perform?
Yeah, I'm performing now.
Okay, so
No,
then you
I
know.
never perform at all.
So there you go. You know, this is the best part. It's the energy and the
Yeah,
questions and stuff are fun too.
yeah,
But,
yeah. So
you know,
so how much of your life happiness comes from making music?
how much of my happiness?
Yes, like
Um,
50%?
so much. Of course, creation and then also consuming too, right?
Hmm,
So multifaceted. I don't know how to put a number on it, but I feel like it's every much of my identity, part of my identity as anything else. So,
really? Hmm,
feels like a part of me. And we go to concerts constantly. We perform constantly. We talk about it constantly. So I'd say probably a lot.
do you talk to your clients about it? No.
I tell them, I mean, if they're
Yeah.
cool enough, I'll let them know.
Yeah. Hmm.
Certainly, if they do music, then
Oh, no,
they're going to
forget
be bringing in
it.
lyrics about their feelings, whether they like it or not.
So tell me about your writing techniques. Are you just write like on a regular basis, or are you with a project in mind?
Usually project based. I really an ideal for me would be to have a daily practice of it. I mean, I've read tons of awesome books like The Creative Way by Julia Cameron, and she has a bunch of practical, I don't know if you've heard of that one before, but she has a bunch of practical tips in there. So I like stuff
Right.
like that, like
Hmm.
answer a question or write a journal prompt or something like that. Those are good, but just
Hmm.
sitting down and being like, write, I'm more of like a notes app in my phone, like this is a good hook.
Hmm.
Sorry, it says my connection's unstable,
It
but
did, but now it's okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just like picking up little bits and pieces there, and then they'll usually jam something or come to band practice with a cool riff, and then
Hmm.
sometimes I'll use that, but usually I that's like the maintenance stuff, just making sure I'm logging inspiration and remembering good words and lyrics and stuff. But then usually it ends up, I'll just sing along to what they're doing in the jam room. And then if it's like, sounds good to sing labadi with them, then somehow that will be,
Hmm.
something that rhymes with that eventually, like into word form. So
Right. So would you say that you write more about your own feelings or real life experiences, or a lot of have has to do with psychology and mental? I don't know. Are you adding a lot of that? I
a
mean,
lot of it does have to do with that. I mean, so much. It's endlessly interesting to me to think about duality. So
hmm,
I love writing about like really dark parts of humanity and then really beautiful parts of it, of course, too. But of course, I'm fascinated with the darker stuff. So
hmm,
I would say tons of client inspiration, tons of philosophical conversations. My own
hmm.
emotions, absolutely. I mean, it's like journaling,
Right, right.
So,
Hmm,
and like just like of course you picking these awesome questions rather than something boring, like you pick these because you're interested in these, and so same
right.
with how I write stuff. So
Yeah, it's very cool. Well, these people really know how to make quality compositions. That's my opinion. I think it is really good. Um,
yeah.
So it's yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, uh, do you ever go back to you guys go back to early demos that you did and try to make changes and I don't know, time changes,
hmm
lyrics, adding new sounds to them, or
Yeah, absolutely. We're doing that right now
oh you
for
are?
album three, just throwing some old things that didn't really stick or really didn't match the vibe of most of our other ones. We just put them in a little vault and then
Hmm.
and it's, of course, weird how it shifts because what it was then may be completely different from what it is now, but
Right.
that's probably why it wasn't sticking before because we were locked into a sound and then take a little breather, refresh, circle
Hmm.
back to it, and then it just flows so much better.
Hmm. Your first album came out in 2020 with there was no title, but the Guru was no, yeah,
Yeah, just self-titled.
subtitle, yeah. Uh, there was a bunch of songs that I listened. I listened to the last one, then I went back because I had no idea they had a first album.
Mm-mm-mm.
So there's a lot of songs that I enjoy from the first album, but I don't know. A lot of people I heard they like Medusa. I don't know. Uh, Fracture, guys, you guys that are seeing this video, take a look. Both albums. You can tell me which ones you like the best. For me, I don't know. Sometimes I like the first one, sometimes I like the second one, and they're probably gonna like the third one. Uh,
Yes, whenever that comes
yeah,
out, I'll
whenever it
let you
comes, that
know.
will be the best one.
Yeah, always.
So yeah, so and you guys have been touring. I see. Saw a couple some video clips, music videos that you guys perform. Is there you got a cool outfits? I don't know the guys. The guys that they don't wear anything important. They're like
Right.
simple guys. They don't really
Yeah, they
make.
just have to not mess it up. If they
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
mess it up, then that's good with me.
that's good with you. I think they yeah. So how important are your music? Talking about the album, how important are your music covers? And who is the one who came up with those ideas of those covers of the two albums?
Of the covers, like the album or
The
the album
album that,
covers,
yeah,
the literal visuals.
the visual, yeah. Is there?
Yeah, so the first one we went on to, I want to say it was like Fiverr or a similar website where you
Mm,
can get freelance people, and we kind of just all we like space stuff.
okay.
We like alien stuff. So, and
Uh,
we can really just get hyper focused and create like a whole story within a story within a story. So we did that, and
okay.
so we put it on our idea on Fiverr, and then our person made that product, and I thought it was badass, so we kept it. And then for album two,
Yeah.
kind of continuing the story that's in our own heads that nobody else knows about.
Right.
Kind of mimicking the first one because it's a shadow of the first album. So
Mm.
talked about ideas, got closer and closer. We used AI to get
Oh,
closer and
good.
closer. Just hundreds of edits until we found that, and then we edited it after that, of course, or I did. So yeah,
Oh,
I
good for you.
think all of our thoughts combined, and then a little being a little savvy with some
Hmm.
computer programs can get you a long way, especially with AI these days.
Yeah. Everything seems easier now. Uh, I mean, your latest album, Love and Fear Me, it's a very strong album. I mean, I don't know. I think, to tell you the truth, probably Love and Fear Me was the first song I ever heard of you guys. I think it was. Probably.
That sounds right. Because
Yeah,
it was a
probably.
single that we released.
Yeah, that's probably what got my attention. So,
Mhm.
did you accomplish everything you wanted in this album, or did you had any leftovers that you didn't make it?
We had one left over.
Hmm.
That's one of the ones that we're working on right now that I was mentioning earlier. I
Okay.
think that's it. And then we used one left over from album one. I
Oh,
mean, probably more than that, but yes, we recycle.
yeah, like everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
But your intention, I guess, is always to be changing your music. Very sure your next album won't be it won't be, you could say, similar to the previous ones, but probably it will be totally different. Maybe, who knows what they
yeah, I
have in
hope
mind, what
so.
they're cooking over there. Uh, do you have a rehearsal place where you guys play? And how often do you play and practice?
We practice about once a week
Hmm.
on Tuesdays. And luckily, Quinn, our drummer, and his wife have been so gracious. If
Hmm.
you're listening, we love you. We can use their basement. So we have,
Good.
we slowly kind of forced them to do that. So we have dealt with complaining neighbors and trying to get it soundproofed and making it look
Hmm.
cool. But it's nice to have your own spot that nothing changes in. You don't have to turn the knobs 40 times every time you come there because that's typically been, the dank basements and mildew laden places we played before, which we were also grateful for. But um, yeah, it's going to be hard to go back after this because it's very, very comfy where we are now.
Hmm. When you play live, do you still play covers of bands that you like, that you enjoy? You still do
I
that?
love doing covers. I have to convince the boys to do them probably more than they would like, but I like it. And I think it's fun for the crowd. I think it's important, especially if they're not coming just to see you. So we recently just did Gimme, Gimme, Gimme by ABBA,
Oh, really? Hmm.
and that was really fun. I think everybody really liked that one. So we'll probably pull that one out again. That's our newest one, yeah.
Yeah, I listened to a couple of yours. So what was it? So Muse song or Tool? I
Oh
don't know.
yeah, we
Yeah, I
did
listened
do
to them.
Muse a lot. Muse is
Yeah,
good. Hard, but good to play.
yeah. You play the last. What is the last shows you play? You play in October and you play also September, October. You've been playing some spots, right?
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
playing all over. We had a really fun one we just did was at a festival called Chomp and Stomp in Atlanta. Kind
Mm-hmm.
of like a locally run. One of our friends also helped run it. But yeah, it was a little festival and there was tons of people there and also really great talent. So I think that's definitely our favorite types of places to play,
Hmm.
festivals and whatnot.
Of all your live shows you have done so far, is there one that you remember where you thought, "Wait, we really did a great show today, great performance today. Everything went wonderful." Do you remember anything like that? Or not yet? Don't you say, we could do this and we really fucked up. Really
Right,
fucked that
I
up.
know the inner dialogue. Did you see that on my face? No, we don't have to be perfectionists about it. There's been plenty of amazing shows. The two that
Yeah.
were going through my mind was our
Mm.
first album release show. I mean, that was just absolutely pure energy and excitement. And more recently, we had a show with a band that we like called Slow Mosa. They're actually obsessed with them. I'm a
Mm.
happy tag along fan. They are really good, but we got to play with them, and I think all the boys were on a 10, and they're like, "Yes, we're playing with Slow Mosa." Have to give it all, lay it on the dance floor. So that one was
Yeah.
really, really fun too.
Mm. Well, you when you're live, if there is, I mean, music means more when there is people around, right? If there is no people, it doesn't look the
Oh
same.
yeah, music is
Yeah.
meant to be enjoyed
Yeah.
with others, I think.
Yeah. Do you guys talk between songs with the audience, or you just play? You don't do.
Banter. Banter. Actually, I am grateful to have reminders on stage, usually
Mm.
by, again, Quinn, because I am prone to forget to talk about the Instagram and
Uh,
do, the
okay.
thing, do the
Yeah.
dance, promote. And so it's nice to have a little birdie in your ear, like, don't forget to talk about
Eh,
your radio edit coming out.
right. Do,
So we,
do you forget your lyrics once in a while? And you try to disguise a little bit? Nobody notices any
yes,
weight, right? They don't
I
know.
forget a lot actually,
Yeah.
but we also change songs when we play them live, so hopefully it can just be soaked within all of those other moments. But yeah, I forget lyrics a lot, especially when we do covers. I mean, you really gotta
Right.
crank those out like a
Hmm.
million times. My own, it's usually like I sang it a different way first, and then I changed it for the recorded version, and then sometimes I'll like go back to that.
Hmm.
Or like, of course, forget what part is when because you get so lost in the moment and you're dancing, and then you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
There's one that's really bad. It's Medusa
Oh,
actually.
okay.
That's probably the worst one because there's like a pause, like, and it's like, I am your Medusa. And sometimes it'll just stop and I'll be like, I forgot the main line. Why did I do
Yeah.
that so
So
weird?
there is a lot of improvisation. Do you use any backtracks on your live shows? Is there anything? No.
No, that's kind of some of the technology that we want to start playing around with synths and stuff. So I really
Hmm.
would like to get some backing tracks because I've seen some really cool stuff with that. But that
Hmm.
is an abyss of learning that we're touching our toes into.
Right. Do you do any vocal warm-ups prior to going on stage, Sierra?
Oh yeah. My voice takes a really long time to warm up, so it's
Hmm.
kind of crucial too, unless I want to embarrass myself on stage, which I don't. But it's also really hard to warm up backstage because, warming up for vocals isn't very pretty. It's
Right.
just, like a literal warm up or workout or something. So if I can, I'll go sit in my car and do a little bit of it that way and then go stand up in some cobweb laden hallway somewhere where nobody's gonna walk in. And yet they always do.
They always do. Oh. How long does it take for you guys to set up your gear, more or less? How long does it take?
Forever. If it's left to Joey, then it could be hours
Good.
tinkering with pedals. But if we've got stuff to do, I mean, we can change over in 10 to 15 minutes, but to set up, yeah, I mean, probably 30 minutes if we've
Hmm.
got all the time in the world.
Right. Is there any particular song, especially from the latest album, that people enjoy, connects the most with the audience, do you think?
Connects the most with the audience. I think I feel most connected with As Above, So
So
Below
below.
because it's my favorite and I can see kind of people uncovering layers of the
Mm-hmm.
lyrics and really enjoying
Mm.
the musical aspects of it too, just getting into it on stage. I know our we usually play Love and Fear Me. People really like the drop in for that one
Right. Mm.
and that's fun to do vocally as well. So those
Mm.
are those are two that at least as a singer I can feel people really are like, yeah.
Yeah, they really love it.
Yeah. Hearts Entwine. That's another good one
Uh,
too. It's
uh,
another one that we literally
yeah.
all try to do our best and dance
Mm.
a lot and shake.
Maybe one day I'll get the chance to see that.
Yeah, yeah.
If they ever come up northeast, I don't know. Who knows? What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. We will. We'll keep you in mind. We'll give you a
Yeah.
personal invite.
I'll sit in the back because, I'll be embarrassed. So I'll just sit in the back. All the
Why would
way.
you be
Nobody was, yeah.
embarrassed?
I'll say, oh no. No, sometimes I go to see some of my the bands. They don't even know I went.
Ah, lurking in the shadows.
Yeah, I just stay there and I pretended that the first time I see who they are and what they do. Uh,
Well,
so
I would appreciate if you said, hey, if you come to see
yeah,
us, then you can.
I'll do that
Okay.
if you ever
Deal.
come. Maybe I go down to Georgia. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, to be
Why
honest,
not?
good
I never
music
been
here.
there. I never been in Atlanta. I never been in Georgia. And no, never. Hmm.
We've got some good food, good music. Of course, we have the airport. That's our main claim to
Yeah, the main
fame.
hub.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also heard that you were making a music video. Is that right? Oh,
Yeah, we just did that yesterday, or we did half of it
hmm.
at least. Yes,
Which
we're trying to. I don't we know what we're doing, but we're trying our best, and so far it's going really well.
going well? Which song are you performing? Oh, is there?
That one's gonna be for
Oh,
always.
if you want to tell me. Okay.
I would love to.
Oh, okay.
I would love. I would love to.
Hmm.
That's one of the things on my list, right? I don't have the birdie in my ear, so I'm glad you're bringing it up. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we have a music video. We just shot a little bit of it yesterday, but it's for Always and Always. We're releasing a radio edit on November 22nd.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a little shorter version of our song, and we're gonna try to have something cool with it to boot.
Hmm.
We'll see
So
what happens.
are you performing in the at all, or is just music and you guys just are all over the place? I don't know. I imagine what kind of video could be. Maybe they're in a starship. I don't know what they're doing, but
I would love to be in a starship. That would be really cool. That'll be our next one. I'll make sure to get the UFO on deck. I'm sure I could call a few of my friends and borrow their car, but um yeah, this one is conceptual. It's like it's
Hmm.
basically just me because we'll be quick about it and we can get it done and
Hmm.
um yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like a fun, I love cosplay, so I was like, what can we do with no budget in a day or two and a little
Right.
dose of manic energy and hyper focus later, we have a music video and luckily we have a person, my husband does drone stuff, so we got some
Oh,
of
that's
those.
cool.
Quinn's wife is a photographer, now a videographer, she's leveled up, so yeah, we kind of somehow have all the parts we need in one little
Oh, that's
group.
cool. Everything stays in the family then. Like
Yeah,
you,
it does.
yeah. So in December you're gonna be playing December the 14th. Is that right? You're gonna be playing in Gainesville?
We'll be
Uh,
playing in Gainesville. Yes, we have a hot
Blackstrap.
sauce festival next week, and then we have that one in Gainesville. I think that's our next two shows. Yeah.
Hmm. How long are your sets, Mara? How many songs are you playing on your sets?
We
Oh,
love to play about an hour.
an hour.
That's our hot spot. If we have to, we really hate playing 30 minutes because that's right when
Right,
we're in the pocket and it feels like gut punch to get off stage at that point. And then I'm up for like 6 hours because I'm like, what do I do with the rest of this energy? But
right.
yeah, so an hour is our favorite spot because it gives us enough time to play our best of both albums. I mean, with a heavier focus on our second, then a few sprinkle and a cover or two.
Hmm. So I was gonna ask you, what are you looking for or hoping to take the band in the future? How do you see the band progressing in the future? Are you thinking of, I guess, expanding, going to other states, playing, coming up the way, going to northeast or south?
Hmm.
Yeah, or going
Yes, now we
to,
have a new stop along our way, our next
yeah,
tour.
yeah,
I
just
would love to do more tours.
touring out of
Mhm.
the area, the Georgia area, right?
Yeah,
So,
we've played around, the neighboring states, and it's
mm,
always been super fun. We've done many tours, and I think Florida's been calling us. I think we have enough connections there. So I
so,
would love to do maybe an extended tour.
mm,
Well, for us, extended, longer than what we've done. And then
right.
really my ultimate favorite thing would be um, playing on bigger festivals.
Summer
Uh,
festivals or fall
yeah.
fest, any festival, right?
Anyone. It could
Any
be a winter
festival.
festival. I don't care.
It could be Eurovision in Europe, who knows?
Yeah.
And play,
Yes.
and they can do the ABBA song as a
Yeah.
warm up.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what we need. That's what it was all for.
Right. So
Testing.
I want to see the band, going somewhere because they deserve it. I think the music is great. I enjoy it really.
Thank
Take a
you.
look, take a look at those two albums, and see what you think about it. Then you then send them a message on Instagram and tell them what the hell is.
Yeah. We did get our first little criticism on the interwebs, and I think we
Yeah,
handled it well. So
yeah.
we've already ripped that Band-Aid off, so you can send us
You
whatever
can
you
send them
want.
wherever you want, right? but send something, whatever it is.
Yes. Yes. Any press is good press, as they say. So,
Right, it's like when they talk really bad about me, it's like, oh, that's good. They're talking about me. I can't believe it.
yeah, right. I know. That's what we were like. We're
I'm
like,
a
we have our
nobody.
first computer.
I'm a nobody. Who the hell has an opinion on me? Don't waste your time on talking about me. It's no worth it. It's nothing to. Nah, just
Well,
kidding. Whatever.
people are paying attention. That's what I get out of it. I'm like,
Uh,
okay, you're
so
gonna watch.
for 2025, are you gonna try another song? Do another song for NPR's Tiny Desk Concert? Are you gonna
Yes.
try it? Because that song was really cool.
Yes. So that was our, I believe that was As Above, So Below. Yeah, it was.
Right.
Um, yeah, I really want to do that again. It was so fun. Just the setup, anything creation like that takes a lot of work, of course,
Yeah.
but for me, it's like being in theater again. So it's just really just a bunch of fun. So I would definitely do that.
Yeah,
I
do
think
it
we
again because
should.
they get thousands and thousands of. I don't even know how they do it. What do they listen to? Five seconds of each one because it will
I
take
don't
forever.
know.
I don't know. How do they do that?
Obviously, they only listen to our first 5 seconds, or else we would have one.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think they listen to the whole songs unless they. I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, I
Uh,
wonder.
yeah, I wonder how.
Maybe they'll give us 10 seconds next time
Yeah,
that we can
given
submit. We'll
yeah,
get
10
five
seconds.
more.
Yeah, a little,
Yeah.
yeah, longer time, just a little
We'll,
bit. Or maybe
we'll
the
try.
ending, see how it ends. It would be
With us on Tiny Desk. I know.
yeah. So yeah, we'll try. And are you doing another Christmas song also? Maybe this for
Yes.
December? Why not, right?
Why not? Yeah, what should we do? Do you have any
Well,
ideas?
no, I
Should
don't know. I
we
don't know.
make
I'm a very secular guy, but
uh,
I know you did last Christmas. That song I really enjoyed because that's one of the
mm,
Christmas songs that I really like.
me too. That's one of my
There's so many
favorites.
that are like, I don't really but that one is like very.
Yeah.
My dogs they really love that song
Mm.
when they
Do they
hear
love
that.
you singing that song
Yeah,
too?
yeah, I like that song. I really do.
They get
Hmm.
serenaded. That's sweet.
Yeah. So tell me, Sierra, if we want to check your band out, we go to Bandcamp if they want to buy those albums. Bad Guru Band at Bandcamp. Is that where you could get those two albums right now?
Bandcamp, sure. We're on any streaming platform that they might be listening to, Spotify, Apple Music, anything like
Yeah.
that. Um,
Uh,
any streaming platform of your choice, we're there. So you can find us
yeah.
there. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram at Bad Guru Band. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where we post a majority of our content, although we do have a TikTok too.
Oh,
But
you do? Hmm.
mhm.
Hmm. But where can we purchase your digital albums? Can we purchase any of them, or we just listen to them? If I
Sorry, you
wanna
cut out for a second. You said where can you purchase them?
purchase? Yeah, if we wanna
I
purchase them.
Yeah, I mean
Anywhere,
Apple
it makes
Music,
no
right?
difference. It doesn't make a difference to you where they purchase it.
I mean, if you buy something from us, if you stream our songs 1,000 times on repeat, anything,
Nah,
follow us on Instagram. Those are the things that we really
I
come
didn't
to.
do that. The 1,000 plays on Spotify, I didn't do it yet. Should I do it? Should I play this
Yes,
your song
wait,
a
wait.
thousand times?
Yes, yes.
I have the time. I could do it.
Yes, we need those. We need those views. How dedicated are you?
But
How
from
much
the
you
same
love
guy,
music?
from the same guy, it doesn't
Yeah.
make. I don't think it does
Yeah, they'll
help.
flag you like,
Yeah, this
"Hmm."
guy is a nutty. It's a
Yeah.
nut. He's nuts. He's not well.
He's just a really big fan. You can't take away
Yeah,
our views
he
for
only listens
that.
to one song.
Yeah, yeah. Over and over. Hey, you know what? It's fine to do that. Nobody's judging. It's your music.
Right. So, I was gonna ask you regarding the other band members. What do they do? Because you are a very professional woman. Besides playing music, you got a good job. That I know. It's a good job. What are the other guys do for a living? Extra besides playing music, are they?
They're
They're
weirdly all accountants.
nah, accountants.
I
Nah, I don't believe
know.
it. I don't believe
I
it.
know. I know. Well, we
Photographer, you
have
mentioned
a
photographer, but I don't know.
yes, well that's Quinn's wife. She's got
Oh,
creative juices too. She's a lawyer and so but
oh. You
yeah, we
need
got
you need lawyers in the music
oh
industry,
we
that's for
do.
sure.
We really do need her. We try to keep convincing her to do music law, so we'll turn her
Yeah.
one of these days.
And you got to
Uh,
make sure when you sign your papers, what read them before you signed. That's another thing.
yes, we get her to read it before we
Right.
sign. Yes, we have a couple of type A people in our band, so
And you
um,
guys hang out
oh,
together? Do you go to see bands play together, or
mhm.
some of you? Well, I don't think
Yeah,
all of
yeah, we
you.
hang out together. I mean,
Yeah.
beyond band practice too, but yeah, we'll go to shows together for sure, especially if it's something we all really like.
Hmm. So, what are you listening to new music lately, or are you going back to the 90s a lot?
I have been listening to some new music lately. Well, new for me.
Hmm.
Um, but it's just all kind of like what my playlist will bring up, usually female fronted rock songs or rock
Okay.
adjacent songs.
Okay.
Um, I mean, I do like some girly pop stuff too.
Oh, me too. I just don't say it, don't tell anybody, but I
Well,
do.
what do you mean? You're doing
I
music.
listen to all the new, whatever comes up.
I mean, it's
The new
fun.
stuff.
It's
They don't use guitars a lot of the times. Yeah, there's no
yeah,
guitar playing in the new
yeah.
songs. But
Sampled music or
yeah,
electronic.
another thing I don't like is like 2 minute and 40 second song. It's like for me, I want a little longer, but
You
you
like
know,
longer songs. Yeah,
I
you don't have to
do.
pick your song as much either. That's helpful.
Yeah. So
Just
their
when you
songs,
do.
they're not 2 minutes. They're quite long. They're good.
Yeah.
And if you
They're
enjoy.
they're always pushing for them to become longer and longer, and I'm always like, oh, I don't know, we
Yeah,
can
no,
stop
no,
it
yeah, you
there.
go in, it's gotta be a time limit. You're not gonna do a Pink Floyd song. I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, left to their own devices,
If
I think
if
they
if you
would.
let them, they'll probably just do one song in the whole album, and that's it.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
done.
just
They're
one
done.
long song. Yes. One infinite jam.
Yeah.
That would
So,
be
like I said, listen to the Bad Guru. They're a good, they're a good band. They really are. Uh, my taste is wonderful. You guys already know that. I never miss. That's why if I interview them, it's gotta be a reason. They gotta do good music that I enjoy. I'm not gonna, you know, whatever. It's
your
a good.
music taste is
It's
universal.
universal. It goes everywhere. I wish I had, more time to do more interviews, but I don't. So once a week, I try. I can.
That's pretty good.
I gotta do other things.
Like what?
Like I gotta work. I got another job.
No.
I spend 13 hours a day in my job every day. 13 hours every
Uh,
day. Get home at 7 p.m. every day. Get up at 4:30 a.m.
you gotta
Eh?
make some more time for playtime though.
So, yeah, what can you do? Yeah.
Listen to the bad guru. She
Yeah,
knows.
I listen to if you have time, listen to them. I do have time when I work. That's where when I start listening to all these new
Yes,
good
good.
bands. I got like 8 hours a day to listen to music at my job. Nobody tells me not to listen.
Oh, that's
So
good.
I
There's a
got
perk.
plenty of time. That's when I do my research when I'm working.
Ooh, okay.
I wish I could find more stuff about Bad Guru, but it's really hard. I don't, I couldn't. Maybe it's the best thing just to keep it a secret, like in the 70s. You have no idea.
No,
Talking about Led Zeppelin, I don't know what the. I enjoy the music. I don't know what they did, and on their spare life, on the part-time life, who knows? Who knows? Jimmy Page, but
no, we
I
need to
probably,
get more. We need to
you
get, you have
know.
all the things though. You did such a great job finding all the things like about our Christmas stuff and
Oh yeah, but it's hard. It's hard. Sierra, you guys, they keep everything as a secret. There's nothing out there to find. I will have to go and knock at your door and ask you questions over there. I don't know. It's hard to find stuff about your band.
We do try to post things on Instagram just to let people know what we're up to.
Yeah,
But I
that's
mean,
what I
you
found.
know everything. You know all the Bad Guru lore, well, at least snippets of it, and you know it's to come as well. So I think
Yeah.
you're pretty set.
Well, next time we'll talk again if they allow me to interview them next year. If they
Yeah.
co when they come up with the next album, we'll talk about the album itself.
Okay. Yeah, that
You
sounds
know,
great.
maybe we'll try, a couple of weeks before or later, so there's just fresh in the album.
True, true. Good point. Yes, let's do
Yeah.
that.
So we'll do that, and maybe if the other guys, the members of the band, no, they don't have to show up. Sierra is fine. I don't need the other guys. I don't need. I don't
Trust
need.
me, you got the
Just
best end of
fine
this
because
deal.
it will be a mess. Although men are really, yeah, they're pushy. It's easier this way.
Yeah,
Nah,
no,
you can bring the
they're
whole band.
awesome, but
You
this
can
is
bring the
probably the
whole.
best interview.
You,
The best dynamic that we could create.
right.
But
So
they have some good thoughts every now and
no,
again.
I know. I seen one interview. That's all I saw from the band. One interview. I did see it. Hmm.
Yes, we did.
I see
You did
one.
one with all of us.
Yeah, with the whole band, and
Hmm
they behave really well. All the other
Yes, they
yeah,
minded their manners. That's
yeah,
important.
they did. They just jumped once in a while, in front of her. But that's how men are. That's how we guys are like that.
Oh my gosh, yes. No, that's
Yes.
we were a little unpolished. We'll go with that.
Yeah. So I don't know why we're not talking about the band. I don't know why we're talking about. You see, I go all over the place. So
They're not here,
let's.
so
Yeah. Well, I was gonna. We were. I didn't say anything about them. Only about their outfits. They don't.
that's
That's all
true.
right. These
Yeah.
are regular
Right.
And
And you're just echoing what I've been,
yeah.
pushing
So
on them for years. So maybe
yeah,
it'll be you that really gets to them.
yeah. All right. Now I feel better. All right. So see you. Wish you all the best, Sierra and the band, Bad Guru. Uh, keep going. Keep making good music. What can I say? Just keep doing what you're doing, and a little better, and that's all it takes, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah. So
so.
it takes.
Push
They have.
forward, do the best you can, do better.
That's again, do better. So guys, take a look at the Bad Guru, both albums, and yeah, let me know what you think. See you
Yes.
guys next week, I hope. Take it easy. Goodbye,
Bye.
Sierra.
Bye
Goodbye.
bye.
Take it easy. Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
All alone, petrified. So